Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Before we get started, I want to say that this video was recorded in August and it's just taken us a while to edit. So I hope you enjoy. It's a little bit different from our usual vlogs because it's more informational about the cruise ship, because I thought that that would be a little bit more fun. So I hope you guys enjoy the vlog, and please comment below your favorite part of the ship. There is a balcony. Oh my gosh, the freaking port of Miami. Look at her. Oh, it's locked. Okay. She's gorgeous. Britta's been trying to decept me all day long.
Decept you?
We're at sea. Hold on, I need sunglasses. So we didn't really vlog yesterday because we woke up at 2 a.m. but here we are in the middle of the ocean. It's 82 degrees right now. It's 8 a.m. and 82 degrees, so it's gonna be a hot one today. Brendan surprised me with a trip to a Royal Caribbean cruise for my birthday, so I'm so excited. I literally woke up at almost probably 7 a.m. this morning and turned over to Brendan and said, oh, we're in the ocean! So I'm really excited to be here. Brendan. Today is our first full day, but it's technically like the second day of the cruise. So we're about to go to the gym, and then we're probably gonna get coffee to go to the gym, then do a little exploring. I put a few things on our calendar today, our itinerary, so that's exciting. We went to sushi last night, that was good. Yeah, we're just basically getting the lay of the boat. I would say the lay of the land, but there is literally actually quite literally no land.
Almost didn't say that.
Today I invented iced coffee.
Okay.
Now, on the main pool deck, there's 4 pools and 3 slides, as well as a few activities if you go to the back of the boat, like the flow rider, and that's where the dry slide is. All of the activities were so busy on days where we were at sea and everyone was on the boat, so we opted to sunbathe instead of wait in the pool. Now, rock climbing was probably our favorite activity to do on board, just because it was A, an active activity, and B, it was so much fun. We rode this carousel that was next to the arcade a few times just because it was so much fun, and why not?
This is Delilah.
It's terrifying.
Brendan and I were both super impressed with the gym. They had full facilities, weights, ellipticals, treadmills, as well as a stretch area and a spa.
Marathon training never stops. Except I didn't do it this weekend because Pieper and I got in a fight. And my way of getting back at her was not running with her.
Which is only punishment for yourself because you still also have to run the marathon. Brendan's scouting the competition for his 3-point contest later. I know that Brendan wanted to play basketball, and so I decided to sign him up for the 3-point contest because I thought that would be fun. So now he's out there practicing, and I'm just being a lag and watching him. I'm excited for him. And then we're also trying on Rolexes later because he loves Rolex.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna form an 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
If you are wondering if I'm wearing a medal, I actually am absolutely wearing a medal. I won the 3-point contest, the Royal Caribbean 3-point contest. Like, not a big deal. It wasn't like I beat the second place player by roughly 5 or 6 threes. So it was kind of like a easy win for me, but we've been having a lot of fun so far. We did the dry slide, not the water slide. It's actually surprisingly like a little intense and a little scary. Like halfway down, it's pitch black, you can't see anything, and I just listened to a podcast about an unfortunate incident on a water slide on the plane with someone not really making it, not turning out too well. So we've done it twice, and I go down and I'm like, my eyes closed and terrified. It's pitch black, but I made it. And now we're going to the Rolex event so I can try on a watch I will never be able to afford in my entire life. And that's it for now. See you later.
So embarrassing. I felt like that was gonna be a really good shot.
It looks great in the video.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
No, it is a men's size.
What the heck do you do at night on a ship? Well, the shows were definitely our favorite thing, as well as going to the arcade. We went to the arcade a few times, and you can just use your regular ship card to pay for the games. There was usually nobody else in there, so we were being really competitive with Mario Kart, and of course, Brendan had to play more basketball. You got fourth.
That's your picture, babe?
Are you done?
Here's the last corner. The goal is right before Mario.
I feel like a staple of cruise ships is the casino. Brendan and I both suck at casino games, but we walked through it about every night and played one round of slots and lost everything. Now, they had this red party one night, which was really, really fun. It kind of was giving middle school dance, like I was doing the Cupid Shuffle in this clip, but who cares? It was so much fun. They had old school throwback music. They also had like middle school dance vibe, Jason Derulo, a little bit of Tyga. You get the era. It was so much fun, and I was embarrassing the heck out of Brendan, which was amazing. Now, this is the ice show. I would pay to see this performance in New York, honestly. Obviously, the whole thing was on ice, but the flips and the tricks and the performance was amazing. At first, we were a little lost in the storyline, but as it kept going, you learn it's about time travel, and the performers are amazing. I think they have people from all around the world, and there was even some guest stars in this show. It was so good. I cannot express it enough. This is Hero, the water show. This is definitely our favorite show on the whole ship. They had people jumping from 30 feet in the air into this pool. They had tightrope flippers. We didn't even get videos of the whole thing, but the entire show was so captivating. We're leaving the newlywed game, watching it, not participating in it. It was very cute. There was an old couple that, oh my gosh, it's so humid, my camera's getting fogged up. There was an older couple they were an old couple. The man was 88 years old, and they'd been married for 65 years. His name was Bob, and they were precious, just the most precious couple. And they answered most of the questions the same. And
the most precious thing Bob said, and something to really live by, is don't argue about things you don't give a damn about. And Bob doesn't give a damn about most things, so take that to heart.
They were just amazing. There was another couple who met in June on a dating app, and it's August, and they were married, which was also adorable.
But alarming.
But they were like a little bit older. They weren't young, so when you know, I guess. But yes, it was very cute, very good game. Now we're kind of just walking the track because I wanted to take a little jaunt but I also want to find some green tea to help my stomach feel a little bit better. Welcome to dinner at the solarium. Actually, the view from Brendan's side is a little bit better. Oh, there we go.
Welcome to dinner from the solarium. The view from Pieper's side is a little bit.
It's interesting because you get your appetizer buffet style. Sorry, there's one in my teeth. And then you order your entree, and then you get your dessert buffet appetizer style. And I got distracted because that man has my dream dessert. He's a chocolate cake and a baklava. And I will be getting a chocolate cake and a baklava. So Brendan's had 3 things to eat today, and so he's eating. It's Mediterranean.
I'm trying to be a skinny legend for the cruise, so we just had bacon and eggs this morning and 18 Takis. The front part of the boat is so much rockier than where we're sleeping. Where our room is like almost the back of the boat, and we barely feel any like rockiness whatsoever. But once we come to the front, I barely notice it, but Pieper's like barely stand straight. But
well, look at our water. Let's talk about the food on the boat. The food was so good. Now, there are a few restaurants on board that are not included in the price unless you get the food and drink package, which we didn't. But the food in the main dining room was so good, there was really no point to go any of those paid restaurants on the ship. They switch their menu every single night, and you can order as much food as you want.
I got the molten cake
As the food.
and fun.
This is Windjammers. It is the buffet style section and the biggest buffet on board.
Washing.
You had to wash your hands there every day before you ate or grabbed a plate, which I think should be a thing at every restaurant because you just wash your hands, grab a plate, and you're off to the races. They had a few staples every day, like a salad bar, a fruit bar, American food, and then a few noodle selections, obviously based on if it was lunch or breakfast. But it was great food. The selection was always changing. They had a vegetarian section, pescatarian section, usually some type of meat carving station. So really, honestly, anything for anybody, which probably was Brendan's favorite part because he ate a lot of beef. Let's talk drinks. So there are several bars available on and throughout the cruise ship. There's the pool bars, there's the ones that are included in the restaurant. I believe there was even a wine bar included in the Central Park area, which I believe was on deck 14. But this section alone was probably our favorite. It's these robotic arms, and you can customize your drink however you want, adding mixers, ice, choosing the alcohol, how much, how little, and then robot arms make it, which is super cool. Now, there is a drink package that you could have got on board, but we didn't choose to buy this because it was about $1,200, I think, total for the 2 of us, and neither one of us are huge drinkers, so we didn't buy the package. But this was definitely somewhere that we went a few times because you can customize your drinks and robots make it, which is just so fun and futuristic. Let's talk St. Martin. So the ship docked on the Dutch side of St. Martin, and the excursion we were doing took us over to the French side. The excursion we paid for was $60 a person, and we just wanted to go to the beach. Now, there's not really a convenient way to call an Uber or a car to get to the beach yourself because it's all in the cruise ship area, so we kind of had to pay for the excursion. Plus, we had no idea where we were going. The excursion wasn't really worth $60. I mean, we did go to the beach and we did have some watered down rum punch, but for $60, I feel like I maybe could have done a little more research before and found our way to the beach on our own. But it was gorgeous. We did an afternoon at the beach, so it is probably about like 1:45 right now, and we're at the beach, swimming in the water. There might be mascara all over my face, I have no idea. But yeah, it's just like they take you out when you get off the cruise, and there's like definitely people trying to sell you stuff and whatnot, but the beach is gorgeous. Like, it doesn't even matter. We just needed to get off the boat and onto land and swim in the ocean, and we're revitalized. Included in the excursion, you got a beach chair. Not an umbrella, you had to pay extra for the umbrella, but it is so beautiful and the water was so blue. We basically swam the entire time we were there and didn't even spend much time sunbathing.
It's not a weapon, buddy.
No, you have to go from the side because they can't see the front out of the front of their face. Mr. Donkey.
That's a donkey. That's a mule.
Can I pet you? He's nice.
Sees me with the camera.
I got all the donkeys. Can you take a picture? Hi. That's Sweetie.
Careful, man.
I don't have anything for you. Sorry.
Careful.
Can I pet you? And just like that, they're freaking out of here. The second stop we made was in St. John. Now, because this was a surprise, Brendan had already pre-purchased this expedition, and I was so excited because we went snorkeling when we were in Aruba, and it was amazing. So obviously it was going to be just as much fun in St. John. Except for the fact that it rained most of the boat ride out there, and by the time we arrived in St. John, I was kind of in a cranky mood because we had just been rained on for 45 minutes on the boat. That's why my face looked like this, just kind of half excited. However, we got there and the snorkeling was beautiful. The water was a bit cloudy because of the aforementioned rainstorm, but I saw a turtle and we saw a stingray and we saw some beautiful fish, and the day did clear up and it was gorgeous, and I got over my bad attitude because, you know, why have a bad attitude in St. John?
And if you look to your left, you'll see Michael Jordan's house, where they filmed Charlie's Angels. So today we're at
Perfect day.
Day, which is the name. I'm confused about it's Perfect Day CocoCay. I don't know if that's Perfect Day. It's the name of the island. Regardless, that's where we are today. We don't have any excursions planned. Really, we just want to swim in the ocean. I had a realization this morning that I love the cruise life. I do, but I don't like having to go vertically to get to a destination. I like to go, like if I'm going on a walk, I don't like to have to walk up 17 flights of stairs or take an elevator. So,
But coming from the girl who wants to live in a high-rise in New York and would always have to go up and down
yeah,
to get
but to
anywhere.
like get to the ground floor once I'm on the ground floor. Anyway, regardless of that, we're doing swimming in CocoCay today because we want to swim in the ocean, and you can't really swim in the pools here, so we want to splash around in the water. Perfect Day at CocoCay is owned by Royal Caribbean. So the whole island is owned by the cruise line, meaning that you can use your cruise card to get around if you don't have the drink package to buy drinks, and all of the food is included in your food package on the cruise ship. Now, there's a lot of activities to do. You can do the hot air balloon, zip lining, the water slide, swimming with pigs. We didn't choose to do any of those because they were all really expensive, and we just wanted to swim in the ocean. So we were looking for a good place to do that was going to be a little bit further away from other people. We chose to go to the south side of the island called South Beach because it seemed to have the biggest pool area that was also connected to the ocean. Fun little fact though, because it's connected to the ocean, we did see a few barracudas swimming by. A little over eager and took off my shoes a little early. But we're going to South Beach because it seemed like it was the furthest away from people and it looked like you could swim in the ocean. This is the hot air balloon that you could pay to go up in. It's connected to the ground, so it's not like you're soaring over the island, you're just kind of lifting up in the hot air balloon, but I'm sure it was so much fun. So this is South Beach. They had basketball courts and volleyball courts and little activities like they did on the boat. The nice thing about South Beach was all of these chairs and umbrellas were free. So unlike St. Martin, you didn't have to pay extra for shade, which was definitely a bonus. But if you look off into the distance here, you can see these little island floating cabana things. Those you did have to pay for. Brendan and I looked into getting one because we thought it would be nice and luxurious and quiet, but it was about $2,000 for the day. But keep in mind, the day starts at like 9 a.m. and then you had to be back on the ship by 5. So 8 hours for $2,000 didn't really feel worth it to us, but the swimming was amazing. A lot of people actually brought snorkel gear or maybe rented snorkel gear, I'm not sure. And there was lots of little fish in the water and barracudas, which we saw and stayed out of the water for. I don't know why, but we didn't get any footage of Brendan here, so I do feel bad about that. Now, Brendan insisted on taking these circling me videos that look like they're from a bad shark movie, so I kept this one clip in here because I didn't want all of them, but to keep him happy, here's one clip of me waving. We ended up playing volleyball, and then after a while, one of the cruise activities directors came over and told us there was going to be a tournament. So we already had a team together with 3 brothers and a few other people that played volleyball, so we thought our team was going to be so good in the tournament. We went up against a team that had 4 or 5 volleyball players and immediately lost the first round of the tournament, which was unfortunate because playing volleyball on a cruise ship or any tropical vacation is probably one of my favorite activities. So that was really fun.
Hi, I'm Pieper.
You're a volleyball champion.
No, I'm not.
CocoCay is the last stop on the cruise ship, so we boarded back on, and in the morning we woke up in the port of Miami. I thought this was an amazing cruise ship. I don't care what people say about cruises, if they're for old people or they're overhyped. I had so much fun, and I would definitely do another cruise. Thank you so much to Brendan for surprising me with this amazing birthday present.